My name is Dr. Hannah Beard, and I run a chiropractic and massage practice in Bournemouth called Pure Chiropractic. It's been open since 2017. So I actually first did see Zoneee online, but then heard a lot more about it when I started with a business coach, and a lot of the things that he was wanting me to implement to help my business grow and drive it forward. The use of Zoneee was going to be really applicable to that. So that's when I delved more into whether that software would be right for my clinic. So using Zoneee, the features that kind of stand out to us the most, and one of the reasons why we did move over to it was because from an admin perspective, the platform is great because everything you need is from one screen. So the previous platform we were using, you'd have to click about to find the information, which is really distracting when you're kind of patient facing and you're trying to get things done. So that was one of the great things. And the other amazing tool as well was that the direct debit is integrated into the system. And that's something that was one of the real key reasons why we wanted to move over to the platform. When we transitioned over to Zoneee from our previous platform, which was Practice Hub, it was a real seamless experience. So the team at Zoneee, they took all of the data and everything off Practice Hub and just put it onto Zoneee for us. And that was done over a weekend, which was great. And we still had both platforms running while we just transitioned over and did the training. We had a test site to begin with, which was great to be able to do our training. And the staff were there on hand for any questions or queries we had. So that then when we went full time onto Zoneee, it was just really easy for all of our staff to use. So the way that Zoneee has impacted our clinic overall is it's meant that it's really cut down our admin time. So the front desk team actually now have more time to do other tasks that aren't required or needed to be done with the patients on the system, which is great. Just again, because everything is so accessible and easy to use. It actually allowed us to transition to a full online system as well. So we have no paperwork anymore. We now can do everything online. So one of the biggest impacts that Zoneee has actually had on our clinic is the use of the direct debit. So this was something that we used to do when we first started up the practice with Practice Hub, but they used an external direct debit service called Go Cardless. And it was quite messy on the back end for us as an admin team and wasn't something that was working well to create that kind of monthly recurring revenue. So it's something that we ended up actually stopping, which was actually really detrimental to our business. So then when we heard about the Zoneee platform and that the direct debit was integrated within the system, it's much easier to use. It's much easier to change amounts for clients, cancel payments, miss payments, and actually just set up in general. And the team were great. They ran through and did training online with all of my team on how to set it up and use it. And this is something that is just going to be so key for seeing our clinic grow. This is something we've been using over the past month, and we've already got nearly 100 people on this direct debit, and we can already see now and future pace this kind of monthly recurring revenue. So one of the features that can come with the Zoneee platform is the use of a patient app. And this is something that we've taken on board and we've actually had it personalised to the clinic, which is great because the patients can just search our brand and find the app and then start using it. It's really easy to use for patients. It's where they can see all of their appointments, they can reschedule them, they have access to their scans that we do and any exercises that we want to give them. But one of the really great features about it is that their clients have access to a loyalty scheme. And this is something that we've never implemented before because to try and run this using a spreadsheet or paper would just be really complicated and another massive admin task on the back end. Whereas the loyalty scheme with this is most of it is actually automated and you can attach different appointment types to give loyalty points and so on. And you can create it as to use it in the whatever way that you want to. But the way that we use it means that clients build up points to get free adjustments and massages, which is another great way to help clients stick with you kind of long term and just another great way to give them kind of benefits within the practice. So using a referral scheme, we've kind of done it in the past as a bit of like just a kind of marketing, kind of in-house thing that we've kind of just done through kind of email, word of mouth and so on. And it's been effective, but not as effective as it is using the app with the Zoneee, because within the app there's actually an icon that a client can press, and it will automatically copy a message that they can ping straight to friends, family members and so on, and they can book directly online. So again, it's just another kind of seamless kind of feature that's just all done and automated for you, and is just then a really natural way to just increase your referral rate. So one of the features of Zoneee is the booking widgets, and that's something that we actually do use quite a lot. So it's been really easy to integrate it onto our website, which has been great. Even for somebody, you know, I haven't had to ask kind of a website guy or anything to do it. It's actually something I've been able to do myself, which is great, because, you know, for other campaigns and so on as well, we can create just individual landing pages for that, and that's easy to create through the software itself. So even someone with no tech training or anything like that, I've been able to do it. And what it actually means is it's really easy for us to then be able to track where are the kind of clients coming from, and just be able to make it easier for clients to book with specific marketing campaigns that we're running. So when it comes to other clinics that may be considering Zoneee, I would definitely say one of the biggest things is from an admin perspective. If you're feeling that your front desk feel overwhelmed as your clinic is growing and you've got more clients coming in, and they're starting to feel overwhelmed by the amount of patients that are coming through the door, Zoneee is just so seamless in that kind of admin perspective and management of all of those clients, is that it's completely taken the stress away for my team. So I would say that if you're looking or thinking about moving to this platform, that is one of the biggest features about it, is, you know, every platform is going to have, you know, the clinical side, the admin side, but I feel that Zoneee have really nailed it on the admin side, just to take that stress away from you and from your team.